You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy, and Sven Magnuson. Stay odd and hold on tight.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast, episode 278. We're back from a long extended holiday. One of us decided they were going to stay gone forever. We'll get into that a little bit later, but I am your intro man, Michael Kennedy.
I am the married one, Anthony Denny.
I am Sunny Boy, Jared Minikheim.
That's not entirely true, but we'll go ahead and deal with that and get into that. So we will have a special behind-the-scenes podcast here probably after the beginning of the new year. But for now, life events have happened. And Jared, if you want to make a short story long and just kind of get a little peek behind the camera and let them give you your life update, and then we will go from there.
Well, where do I start? When I was a child?
That's for the extended cut later on. Come on now.
I am coming at you from Guam.
Whoa!
Sunny, hot as fuck Guam.
And it's in, is it Chamorro time? Is that? It sounds so delicious. Chamorro Standard Time.
Something like that.
Yeah, it sounds like you're gonna have a churro tomorrow. But Jared is he is 14 hours ahead of me and Anthony back here in Michigan. So it is currently tomorrow where he
Saturday
is.
Where he is.
So if you ever want to know what's going to happen tomorrow, like when I sent Jared TikToks about the alien invasion that was supposed to happen on December 3rd, when it was December 2nd here, he will be the first to know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Reminds me back in high school when I moved out to Idaho in 2012, and it was December 2012, So I emailed a message to everyone like, hey, did the world end over there, 3 hours in the past?
Fucking jackass. You're such a jackass.
Yeah, the only thing that fucking sucks is like any TV show I want to watch, I keep thinking like, oh, today's Friday, and like it's not Friday where that's posting.
Missing it. You're missing it. Like, oh, it dropped 3 days ago, actually.
So that's fucked me up a bit because there are some shows that I was trying to finish off that now I'm a day ahead and I have to keep waiting 2 extra fucking days.
Yeah,
great.
That's amazing.
Let's start because again, like I said, there'll be a tell-all expose here after the first of the year. We'll do a behind the blow, as I put it to Jared, like from the South Park episode, where we kind of get into his life for the past 3.5 years. Is that when you moved to Michigan? 3.5 years ago, give or take?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And kind of everything that transpired. And just know that Jared is the luckiest unlucky man you will ever meet. And he said it before on the podcast, and it is the God's honest truth. The man's in fucking Guam, for God's sake. So
it will truly be the most jokey history time we'll ever have.
Oh yeah, it will get into it. We're gonna take some extra time and maybe throw in some good production too, not just post whatever the fuck we want on the internet. I'll dress up in a tie and do a real interview and all that shit. So it's gonna be like, so it's like a Jiminy Glick. So tell me about this. So, but the Game Awards were, I think, 2 days ago. Technically yesterday for me and Anthony. 2 days ago for was still yesterday for Jared. But some things got announced that Jared's really excited for. Nothing got announced that I was really excited for. I know that that show is 4 hours long, and I don't have the attention span. I didn't have the attention span.
Oh God, no!
Watch it while it was on G4 or whatever the hell that.
God.
Yeah. So.
Oh God, no! Like I watched a YouTube channel that they were doing like a live stream of like, let's see what's gonna go on for it. I watched like the opening, 2 of the things that came on after, and then they were like, all right, and now for the orchestra music act, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna tune out now.
I'm good, bud. But Jared, you want to talk about the games that you're most excited for, and then we can get into recent games that have come out and struck our interests.
But I mean, right off the bat, I will say it. Witcher 4 got announced, which was a surprise to everyone because CD Projekt Red hasn't really said anything on that game other than like 2 years ago that they were going to start working on it. So getting a cinematic trailer was like, oh, holy shit, they're actually saying something about this fucking thing finally. I'm excited for that. I just played Witcher 3 a fuck ton, so I'm really excited to see what they're doing with this one. Past that, I think the only other thing that really caught my attention that I didn't catch when it was on, because they must have shown it halfway through that whole fucking thing. But there's another Turok game coming, and I was like, fucking excuse me, what?
Now, what is Turok for those who don't know, Jared?
Oh, how the fuck do you even begin to describe those fucking games? Native American man who's, I guess, technically an alien in some fashion on Dinosaur Planet.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know that game. I was like, what you're describing sounds like
Yeah.
you took a bunch of mushrooms and decided to just
It was
string words
Nintendo
together.
64. So,
Oh, that game.
Mhm.
That's so long ago and should never have been
well,
a sequel.
the reason why
They're
they're
apparently making a new one.
is because they did a remastered trilogy this year, I think.
And it did really well.
It did so well.
Fucking stupid.
I do have some games that were announced. I got them on my telephone now.
Sure.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So we have a new Ninja Gaiden game.
I saw that. Never really
Yeah.
got into Ninja Gaiden, but
You, Michael, I love you. You cannot play Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, no.
It
There.
can.
would it hurt me? Would it hurt me?
Does Dark Souls hurt you?
Dark Souls can hurt me.
Dark Souls is PG compared to Ninja Gaiden. It is so cruel. One of the boss guides is
it is.
good luck. A whole guide in the official guidebook is good luck. You can't. He hits hard.
I get stressed out playing the games that I'm currently playing, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. So
we got Slay the Spire 2. I'm not gonna say every game. I'm just gonna say the ones that I know of.
Right.
Slay the Spire is a roguelike game. That's good. Dave the Diver is apparently getting a sequel.
I saw that. That was fun.
Too, yeah.
Don't care. A game called Rematch, which is it looks like Rocket League but without cars.
So just soccer.
Yeah, that trailer was getting
Soccer.
played, and the guys I was watching were like, "Oh, Saifu, so are we getting like another kind of like fighter kind of game?" And then it was a soccer game, and everyone went, "What the fuck? That's not even any. Why would you say you made a fighting game? This is nowhere near what anyone thought you were doing."
Elden Ring is getting a spin-off.
Yeah, what is it? The Night
Rain.
Night Rain. Such a good name. I saw that the people that made Shadow of the Colossus are doing like a mech
Project Robot.
Yeah. I didn't know it had a name yet.
Yeah, the Elden Ring thing was it looks like some kind of PvPvE kind of thing that they're doing, and that caught people's attention who really enjoyed Elden Ring.
I heard dual survival nightmare, basically.
Yeah.
Like a dual nightmare survival game.
A new Mafia game was announced.
Indeed. Well, I think they announced that before the Game Awards. I think they just put out a different trailer to show some more stuff they were doing with it.
No GTA 6.
I do have some news with that, though.
Okami's getting a sequel.
I saw that. That really was weird to me.
And then the last thing that I really want to mention was we're getting a new Virtua Fighter game.
Yeah.
Now, Virtua Fighter, there's no L. Pardon me. I have a huge nostalgia for it because the first games console that I would say that I owned was a Sega Saturn. And on that Sega Saturn, we had one game.
Virtual Fighter.
It was Virtua Fighter. And that game,
Bad system.
no one is in Japanese.
Yeah.
The text is all English, but the characters only speak Japanese.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when you're in second grade and people are speaking Japanese to you, you just like, I don't know what you just said to me, man.
Sure you do. You can figure it out. You're a big boy.
I played
No.
I played the ninja. It was fun. I think he was yellow. I think his name was Cage.
I have been playing. Any more game announcements that you guys want to
No, that
speak
was
on?
the
There weren't that many that I found super exciting. I've always enjoyed watching Shadow of the Colossus playthroughs, so I'm excited to see what they can create with updated game engines now and things like that. So that'll be fun for me, at least to watch, probably not to play. I have been playing a lot of Mario and Luigi Brothership. Because I love the Mario and Luigi games. I've played them all from any of the RPGs, right? So starting from Brothers in Time, Sticker Star, whatever one you do with the bean. This one, yeah, what?
Flicking it.
Yeah, okay. This one has been a lot of fun. When you guys have a free moment, I'm not saying that this game is racist. What I am saying is, do you remember the Family Guy episode where Peter grows a mustache and goes into the Italian deli and goes that? I swear to God, gentlemen, that is what Mario and Luigi do constantly. They don't speak. It is all Luigi, Mario, and it's just like the most racist shit, and it's funny. But other than that, I've been enjoying the storyline that it has. It is kind of the culmination of all Mario and Luigi games. It brings back a lot of characters. I have watched a couple spoiler walkthroughs and things like that because I like to be extremely overpowered because I do not like to lose, and so I studied I studied the strategy guide on when you level up, what's the best thing to take. Obviously, you take quick leveling, extra accessories, extra power to really kind of bolster your stats. But it is one of those. It is a game for children, right? It is not a game for me, and so that being the way that it is, I've already kind of figured out, that's a scary fucking look, man.
Oh, look, there you are.
God damn. I've already figured out the storyline. Let me see if you can figure out the storyline. Let me get on camera too. Let me see if you guys can figure out the
what happened to my camera? Into the void.
Your computer. Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna shut it off now. Save the bandwidth.
But I say Mike's got shitty internet.
Yep, save the bandwidth. So you meet Colette. All the creatures in this world are basically outlets. So they're plugs and outlets. So you meet her, and her mentor has mysteriously vanished. And then you meet our group of bad guys who the main big bad, he wears a mask. And his name is Zocket. Yeah. You wonder who Zocket is, huh?
I hope there's no relation to the mysteriously disappeared mentor.
Yeah. So I figured that out. Like, as soon as it mentioned a mentor who is no longer in the picture and a pining mentee that is trying to restore the world to its former glory. So, but it's a lot of fun. It suffers from what all Mario and Luigi games suffer from, as far as movement, and that is A and B jump Mario and Luigi respectively, and X and Y smash their hammers, and those are the only commands that you get. So But yeah, check out Brothership. It's one of the better Mario and Luigi games.
Oh yeah.
That's what I've been doing in my life.
I've been playing Jedi Fallen Survivor.
How have you enjoyed it?
I don't know what that is.
It's a fun Star Wars game. I've been enjoying it. I fucking hate combat, but that's just because I'm bad at it. I'm fighting one boss, and he has 2 forms right now. Have you played Fallen Survivor, Jared?
Is that the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I played through the first one. The second one I didn't get very far because I couldn't get into how they had when it first came out anyway, the navigation on maps. So I just kept getting lost in the desert planet, and I was like, I don't know if I can get through this one. And I've heard that they've updated things, so I'm tempted to retry again.
I'd give it a retry. I think it's really fun. I really wanted to like the blaster, but
yeah, me too.
it wasn't because you're a Jedi with a gun.
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
And so I just do the fucking double-sided and then the dual wield, which might be my downfall. But there's this one boss that's been kicking my ass lately, and I'm just like, all right, back to Power Washer Simulator. Let me clean this War Thunderbird from Warhammer.
Christ almighty.
I tried Stalker 2. Couldn't get into that, but I tried it. I gave it a real hard try. But
Is that a horror game?
My only issue with it came out with Game Pass. It's a first-person shooter that's also an RPG. So it's like, yeah, that's up my alley. Like Fallout, things like that. I've played them. My issue that I found is I'm not much of a survival game person, like Rust or Ark, things like that. And the mechanics to that game, they borrow a lot from that on how much you can carry, how this works, how that works. Like you get hungry, which will affect your stamina, and you get a lot, and you can't carry very much at all. And there's no fast travel, which after putting in as much time as I did, I was like, also, my fucking guns broke. Like last night I was playing it and my guns broke and jammed. And then it pops up a message like, you can fix it if you blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't have time to read this. I've got 4 fucking people shooting at me. And then it doesn't re-pop up the message. And I was like, well, I have no idea how to fucking fix it now. I don't have time to read your fucking message.
Yeah, I'm 30. I don't want to play games that stress me out for too long.
And you also bleed a lot. Like every firefight, I would end up bleeding. And I'm like, I'm carrying so many bandages and med kits that I'm weighed down and I can't run. And walking is it's like I'm walking with a fucking snail. So running's the only option. But I can't with that game. And I saw people who really loved it. And you know what? If you loved it, good for you. I'm not good with survival mechanics and the way that they used them. It was irritating me way too much. But I had fun with it for what I did play. It's just getting further into it, I was like, I'm not going to be able to finish this because there's way too much to try to manage.
Yeah, I know that.
Other than that, I think I beat Baldur's Gate 3 again. That's about all I've done.
Did you see that 1 and 2 were on sale?
I did not, no.
Well, you have to keep an eye out for that. Apparently, they're in a 2-pack. So if you ever want to get 1 and 2, they're together. I don't know.
I did see the. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I saw the voice cast of Baldur's Gate 3 said that they're open to do any other kind of expansions or anything they want to do. And I sat there going, yeah, that would be cool, except Larian disappeared. They're never coming back to that series. Although it's cool to see you guys really loved it that much, but that team's never touching that game again, they said. So
it's just sad.
It is sad, but I guess it was because of Wizards of the Coast. So blame them.
I'm not surprised. Wizards of the Coast sucks.
Well, yeah, it was. I guess they said it's the way they had to make that game. They were very particular about how to use D&D things, and it drove them nuts.
There's a reason why the number one D&D podcast tried to get away from D&D.
That's fair.
Yep.
Anyway, Anthony, what were you saying?
Well, it was unrelated to anything, so I don't know if it's been announced, but I will no longer be unemployed. I don't think that was announced because that happened.
So we haven't recorded since you actually got a job. You're welcome, by the way. Jared, do you know the story of how he got his job?
I do not.
Yeah, you want to tell the story, Anthony? I could use an ego stroke.
We'll do 50-50.
Okay.
So it was a nice week. I went Wednesday, the week before Thanksgiving. So this is why, because that's the same time that Jared left.
It was Wednesday after Jared left.
Yeah.
And that Monday was. That is a story we'll get to in the behind the scene. But Mike was extremely tired that Monday.
Yes.
He made 3 trips back and forth to Grand Rapids. Like he drove 310 miles, I do believe, that day for both you and Anthony.
I also drove 300 miles, unrelated though.
Yeah.
But so I got it. I had a first interview. I thought I felt like I did very well. Very good environment.
Got a good vibe.
Yep. And then that Thursday, the next day, they said, "Hey, can you come in for your second interview tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that." And then at the second interview, they're like, "Okay, can you leave some references as you do?" I would have left you, Jared, but you were going to be moving to Guam. So
That's fair.
And they were going to call on Monday, which is today. You would have been moving to Guam.
Yep.
So,
yeah, it would have been on planes. Yeah.
I left my old boss, Jen, and I messaged her, and she's doing great. And then I messaged Good, Holly's ex-husband, because I felt like he could be a good personal reference. And then I put down Mike, because I had faith in Michael.
Always have faith in Michael.
And then that Monday, I got the job.
Yep.
They called me right before I drove up to Traverse City, which is good. So it was a very busy Monday for me, physically and emotionally too.
Yep.
But so that day, I texted Jen. I'm like, "Hey, Jen, I just want to thank you for being a reference." And she's like, "Oh, I was getting my hair done when they called, but they said they didn't need to call back because of the first reference they called." Michael.
Yeah. I made this man sound like king shit of Fuck Mountain. I spun a tale so intense and so personable. I had the lady laughing on the phone talking about efficiency and like me working in insurance and dealing with difficult people. It was a very fun conversation. It was like 15 minutes. And at the end of the interview, she asked I just kept talking about Anthony and shit that he may or may not have probably or could have done sometime, for the most part. But at first she asked, "Is this a personal or professional reference?" And I straight up knew that personal reference is not going to go as far as professional. So I said we were coworkers, which is technically not a lie, right? It is technically
not a lie.
But at the end of she asked like one question, 2 questions. And at the end of the second question, again, it was a long conversation about things that I know Anthony did and has done and worked with IT and a bunch of other departments and things like that. She goes, "All right, well, nope, you answered that. Well, how about, nope, you've already answered that question too. And I don't actually think I need any more information from you. I think you answered all my questions." I was like, I can tell you more if you need more. And she goes, "No, that's okay." She's like, what is one of his downfalls? I was like, "Listen," and I don't know if I told you this or not, but she asked like what your weakness was. And I was like, listen, when he gets stressed out, he just hyper focuses. And so sometimes you need to like snap him out, or he might need, like, he'll do the work, but like if it gets too much, he'll hyper focus on one task till it's done and then move on to the next one. And so sometimes,
I said that too.
did you really? That's fucking amazing. Synergy, the synergy. And I was like, and it's not a bad thing. Like, he'll get it done, and if you need him, like, he's good at like jumping task to task. It's just a matter of time. Like, it'll take him a couple seconds to get out of one flow and into the next. And it's not so much a hindrance. It's just like because like you always want someone to focus when they're stressed out because work has to get done. And she goes, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, it's not a bad thing. It's just how he works. I have no idea that's what you said.
Yeah.
The way.
Yeah. No, when they said what's your weakness, I said, like, I tend to focus on one task at a time. Like, I will hyper focus on that.
Yep. I said, like, no, he can switch tasks. It'll take him a second if you need to, like, he can prioritize well. It's just like he wants to get one thing done before the next. So,
yeah. If I have to keep
That's
stepping
amazing.
away, my house is sick,
yes.
which is fantastic.
The whole house
Yeah, I am fine. Like,
For now.
for now.
no, I've gotten the worst of it already.
Fair.
So I'm just right now just drainage. So if I sound a bit stuffy, and if I walk away, I'm just blowing my nose. I'm sure you can hear it.
So, yeah, he's employed thanks
Yep.
to
Solely
thanks
thanks to Michael.
Heather got him his job at Farmers. I got him his job here. We're not probably going to say where he works right now,
Not yet.
because Anthony is going to start working for the feds, so
Uh-huh.
we don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, I had to pee in
I
a
know.
cup.
He did. He wasn't able to do drugs with us
Japanese market,
the
man.
long weekend, which was probably
I-
for the best.
I'm sure I could have done
Yeah,
the
you were
drugs,
fine.
but it just rather not risk it.
No, I get it. Yeah, so that was fun. Jared, you missed Alex's birthday, which was fine. She got really high and threw up. So we
jumped on Trebambolines.
yeah, we went to Sky Zone in Grand Rapids. They took a lot of gummies apparently, and on the way home, she was like, "Mike, you need to pull over right now." In my new vehicle, which I had just recently gotten back, and she threw up in front of the car delership in Caledonia. So
I have never gotten high and
enough to
thrown up.
throw up. What I thought.
I have been so high. Like at my ex, Anthony knows, because he used to go to those parties at my ex's dad's house. He made super brownies, and I had like 4 of them because I didn't feel anything. And I was like, I'll just have another one. I'll have another. And then I got so high that I couldn't stop seeing the world spinning, and I had to lay down for the night.
So we go ahead, Anthony.
See, the problem with Alex is, first of all, she's a very tiny lady.
Yes.
She's very small.
That's fair.
And because marijuana, edibles, which for the audience, we live in the state of Michigan. It is
Michigan's
legal in
legal.
Michigan.
Yes.
It's legal here too. I found out.
Nice. Save your money.
Rip it, buddy.
But so she'll eat one. It won't affect her in like 10 minutes. So she's like, I need more.
Yep.
And then she'll eat
No.
like triple and then get all in at once. She freaked out at fucking Texas.
That's not how it works.
So we jumped on the trampoline. We went to Sky Zone, and Jared, when you eventually make your way back this way in the next X amount of years, whatever it is, whenever you're back to the States or come back for a vacation, you'll never come back for vacation. You couldn't be on a plane again. Maybe when you're stateside again.
I'm gonna have to be on a plane.
The fun of jumping on trampolines, the novelty wears off in about 5 minutes, right? Like at that point, you're just jumping on a trampoline, and I'm fat, so I got hot, and sweaty. So we jumped on a trampoline. It was supposed to be for an hour and a half. I think we did an hour, 45 minutes or something like that. I don't know. I got bored as fuck.
I think we did 45.
Yeah, it's not worth it. And then come to find out, I have a friend who's the general manager there, and we could have gotten a discount. But like,
Hey, Lovey.
yep. And then we went to Longhorn Steakhouse and we ordered food, and it was delicious. It was so good. Alex and Tatiana got steak or something like that. Tatiana couldn't eat any of it because she started having a really, really bad trip. It was so bad.
Christ.
So no, Jared, I cannot explain to you the look on her face. Let me see if I can turn on my camera real quick.
She got paranoid then.
Oh, it was so like she's eating and having a good time, and then all of a sudden just
yeah.
And like she's like, I started not being able to hear what you guys were saying and comprehend the words, and then she started to panic and spiral, and it was just...
I had to talk her down.
Yes, and then Alex started feeling the same way because Tatiana's having a bad trip, so she's now having a bad trip, and we had to leave. And then after that, Alex threw up, and she felt much better after she threw up. But I'm so glad she didn't throw up in my new car. I'm so thankful she didn't throw up in my new car.
It was very funny because Alex was sitting in the center next to Heather
yeah,
and Tati. So Heather had to fucking bolt out of the car.
Tuck and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But yeah, it was
fucking God.
It was. They didn't even do that when we went for Anthony's party or birthday and Tatiana's birthday for drinks and stuff. Like, they weren't that bad. All of a sudden, and then you come find out they did a lot of edibles. Apparently, they did some before, so they did some as we were leaving. And then as we got to the trampoline, and then after we got to the trampoline park, and I don't know, it was bitches, man, bitches.
Somebody needs like, no, you never do that.
Especially when you are a small person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, Jared can eat a whole fucking tray of brownies because he's 6'5", 400 pounds of fat.
Yep.
Hey.
and then the worst part is like,
losing weight, all right.
they were like, hey, what else are we gonna do? And I was like, you guys are gonna come down so hard and be so tired, you're not gonna want to do anything. No, I want to go do an escape room. I was like, let's eat dinner, and then at dinner the come down was happening, and it was a panic, and then they just got really sleepy because that's how it always works.
I remember, like, after Tati's panic attack, I turned to her, I'm like, still want to do the escape room? And she's like, no,
I'm tired.
Like, yeah, no, you don't.
Amazing.
Like,
so,
you know.
Mike's pretty good at planning things, but Mike has done planning things for a very long time now. So, again, Sven will kill you guys if you try to plan my 35th. Like, it is in perpetuity, never, nothing, always in perpetuity.
In perpetuity. I think the thing we can get away with is saying, like, Tati and my birthday, we'll go do something, and that's the big thing we can do. But I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't need to go out like that again.
Yeah, I would like just, I just want to get really drunk in my house so I don't have to go.
Yeah. Why can't we just get really drunk at Anthony's house?
Yeah.
I'll start bringing shakers, and I'll take a mixology course. That doesn't bother me.
That sounds nice.
Right?
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Jared, how's the island life with drinking? And by island life, I mean living with Jeremy, who goes out and drinks all the time.
If he's an alcoholic, blink twice.
No, actually, when me and Sgt. Redacted go out to see any of his friends, while he's sipping on his second beer, they've grabbed me my sixth one. So,
Jared, if you're an alcoholic and you need help, blink twice.
Oh yeah, we should probably say that Jared is living with Sgt. Redacted now.
Yeah, it's a weird circumstance, but like, he's in Guam with Sgt. Redacted, who did not go AWOL, and I have since apologized to him, and Jared has said my
I thought Mike worked a lot.
Yeah,
because for those of you who don't know, Mike works a lot. Like, Mike is usually constantly working. it fails in comparison to how much this man fucking works.
Yeah,
I
Military,
see
yeah.
him maybe a total of 3 or 4 hours a day if I'm lucky, and that's about it.
Yep.
That's the
He
military
is
for you,
gone
buddy.
before I wake up, and he's back. We'll sit and watch like maybe one TV show, and then he looks at me and goes, "Well, I'm going to bed." And I'm like, "All right, well, that was fun for like maybe an hour. All right, have fun."
He's like, I can't jack off out here anymore.
When you start working, it'll be the same way, Jared. You'll be working a little bit more than what's going on. So but that is yeah. How's the job hunt going down there in Guam? Have you condoled to a McDonald's yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have a few job apps in at the Navy Next, is it's called, the Navy Exchange, because they pay better than anywhere else on the island.
Yep.
I haven't heard back on anything yet, which Jeremy and me are starting to think it might be because I haven't gotten to do my license yet, which is on the list for today now that we have some time off.
Sure.
So we're going to be doing that, and then he has someone else that put in an app, put my app in, my resume into a few places that he knew. So we're going to see what happens.
I mean, it's only been 2 weeks, so like I mean this was part of the process, right? Like a week to acclimate, a week to start going out there, and then honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if nothing really comes to fruition until after the new year when people start hiring for that first quarter and going forward. So, but I have faith in you, Jared. So,
hey, if you need a reference, I know a
somebody
guy.
does.
Yeah, call me. I'll make you look good.
I mean,
yeah, it's been all right.
Cool.
I think we're going to the gun range today. I think that was the plan for today. Is gun range and doing some other stuff.
see, I physically could not do what you're doing because I can't drink
What do you
beer.
mean?
So like beer, I'm like, no.
I will let you
Everybody's
know.
liked me so far. So
Good. Well, you're a very
Wow, what a
personal.
surprise.
I think it's because, unlike Jeremy, I eat the food and I drink the beer with everyone. I don't sip on my beer like a little bitch and take like 2 bites of food and be like, "No, I'm good."
Waiting for me to come from the corner and like fucking shepherd hook his ass for talking so much shit about him right now.
You just show up in the fucking
I know
door
it's gonna be in the
behind him.
background. But I will let you know, Jared, that all of my coworkers who were deeply invested in your story are all glad that you made it to Guam. So they ask how you're doing, and I tell them, and I quote, "He's living his best life to the point it's kind of annoying, and I'm a little jealous." Like, the man went from one extreme to the literal other. And, like, I'm happy for him. I am. But also, fuck you.
Hey, Jared, what's the weather right there
Shit.
right now?
Yeah. What's the weather, Jared?
It is. I can tell you just a second. I know it's hot as shit.
Yeah. Is it?
Currently 86 degrees. It doesn't really ever drop below fucking 80.
Hey,
It's
Jared.
14 here.
It is. No, get this right, okay? It is 10 with a wind chill of -2. So, fuck you.
And tomorrow's
Currently
going to rain.
86.
Yeah,
Humidity
tomorrow's going to rain.
about 70 something.
Yeah.
So it actually feels like 90 something. And that's every fucking day. Even when it rains, it's still hot as fuck.
Do you guys not have air conditioners? Do you at least have a fan?
We have there's an air conditioner in every room.
Okay, I was gonna say
Every room.
I wanted to make sure because I wasn't because I would have like 20 fans and there'd be a cyclone in my room just trying to cool my fat ass off.
That would be not bad.
Yeah, no, and everyone on the island is very much like air conditioner is a must-have because it gets unbearably hot.
Yeah, you're in a tropical fucking island.
Do you have fucking I lost it. Never mind.
The only thing that makes me and Sergeant
Got it back.
Redacted really upset is there's a lot of stray dogs, and people don't stop. So that's a thing.
Have you
So you fit
eaten
in right?
dog yet? Have you eaten dog yet? Have you had dog meat yet? You gotta tell me.
No,
If you do, you need to tell me what it tastes like. I need you to do this for me, Jared. I don't ask for much until you make your way to Japan and Australia, and then I do have my list of demands for helping your ass get to Guam. But until that time, I need you to do this for me, Jared. I need you to tell me it's not delicious, because if it is, we're gonna have an issue. Be like, oh, it tastes like pork and rabbit, and I'm gonna be like, fuck.
That was like the big thing when me and Sergeant Redacted were driving back to the house. Was he was like, yeah, so you're gonna see like a lot of stray dogs, and it's probably gonna upset you like it does me. Because I mean, and he wasn't kidding. There are so many fucking dogs, and it's because like people when they leave the island for like military, they didn't take their dogs, so now there's just an endless amount of stray dogs, and no one has enough to do anything with them, so they just roam around everywhere.
Yeah, sounds all right.
There's also an assload of chickens.
Do you guys have mosquitoes?
No, there's
I haven't had any mosquitoes.
Well, the geckos keep those out too. Remember the house lizards.
There's also a lot of geckos.
That's the funniest fucking thing. The funniest pest to have. Yeah, like
I've named the one that keeps roaming into my bathroom. It's Taz because he spazzes the fuck out every time I go in there.
I had cockroaches growing up in Nevada. I would have killed to have tiny little lizards.
Yeah, no, probably. If you meet the Geico gecko, will you please let him know that I need to save money on my car insurance? So,
let's see. What else? Oh, and then I also found out about the water buffalo that I didn't know were on the island, but there's a $50,000 fine if you touch one. So you have to stay the fuck away from them because they're the island animal. They're on the flag. Yeah. So they are the animal. So if you so much as touch one, they throw you in jail with a $50,000 fine.
Okay, that's good to know. I thought they were just like, now these animals are cool. Kind of like how swans.
And I haven't seen a monitor yet. I've only heard of one. But
I'm looking at a monitor right here.
The monitor lizard. Thank you, asshole. That's fine.
Yeah, no, his one buddy had one that he said frequents his shed and sunbathes, but I haven't seen one yet. I'm a little sad on that. I wanted to see one.
But you got a lot of time there, bud. You'll see them.
Yeah.
Hey, you're still in the northern hemisphere.
Can you guess what their favorite beer here is? Because it took me by surprise.
Fucking Pabst Blue Ribbon
is PBR. That would be
PBR.
That would be amazing.
No, look at the way it's PBR because Jared's reacting too good. Because is it worse or better than PBR?
I don't think I've ever had a PBR, so I don't have a reference to PBR.
Anything's better.
It's better. Yeah.
Okay.
Does it taste like piss water? If it doesn't taste like piss water, you're fine.
I mean, most beer does to me, but
why do you drink it?
Because that's all they have. And when you go to a place, they literally just they hand you a beer, and then every time someone gets up, they're like, "I'm up," and then that means that if you're out, you have to get a new one. It's like the thing they do here. Yeah, it is strange being here. Everyone is super super fucking nice.
Yeah, that's the island people for you. That sounded racist, but
it's thrown me off so bad. I've never been somewhere where people like hug you and are like, "Hey, how you doing? Here's a fresh drink for you. We have 2 24-packs in the fridge. If you run out, just grab one." And then every time they get up, they get you a new one. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Is it Modelo?
Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Everyone here drinks that.
It's because it's only so many calories, right? Trying to watch their calorie intake.
Maybe. There's other beers. I've only seen one person drink Budweiser. Everyone drinks Michelob Ultras.
Probably because they can get it cheap.
But it's I've also had a bunch of different food that I've never had before. I got some in the fridge right now that's fucking hot. And, there's a mix of foods here. A little bit of everything. Because this is like I've not had dog, no. But I have octopus shit in the fridge right now. It's like
taco.
That sounds
kind of like tuna salad.
I would never eat octopus shit. I don't know why anyone would want octopus shit. What the fuck are you doing? Gee, there's better parts of the octopus to eat.
It's kind of like tuna fish, but it's all octopus and like jalapenos, so it's super spicy.
So gross.
Now I'm looking
So
up octopus poop.
Hey,
Oh,
you know.
Oh,
All right, let's get it. Here you go. What? They not poop?
they do poop. It's just I don't know. I went to my laptop camera. I'm using the very expensive camera that Jared got for the podcast. That's why I look so crisp and clean. Because it's a 4K camera. It's wow. Let me
Nope.
just fuck that light.
Nope.
Yeah,
You see that orange
no.
shit that's floating?
Oh.
Nope. Yeah. Okay. I see
Kinda.
it, but yes, it looks like fish shit.
Yeah, it looks like silly string is what people are saying. Can I just turn off this light for a second? Sorry, my setup is really just janky.
That's fine.
Ah!
Hey, Jared.
I dropped the light.
Yeah.
Do you want it? No, it's still too bright, man. You gotta turn down your brightness on your phone. There it is. Now I can see it.
Orange juice. Anyway.
What if I did the rest of the podcast like fucking
Anonymous. It's a Guy Fawkes. Do you want to talk about the Sonyverse real quick? And by real quick, I mean probably the rest of the episode.
These motherfuckers. So I've already made my social post because these sons of bitches brawl. So Aaron Taylor Johnson, the fucking Mr. Craven himself, was all like, we got such a great reaction to Comic-Con, we decided we're going to put out the first 8 minutes for you. I was so angry, not even halfway through the first 8 minutes of that fucking movie. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have to reiterate for anyone who doesn't know who Craven is, and if you don't, then please, for the love of God, go read some fucking comic, because he's so much better than what they did. They made just fucking Punisher with fucking Spider-Man powers without web slinging. And I don't fucking understand who the fuck read a comic or any reference to Craven and thought, that's our guy. The first 8 minutes, he goes to a fucking prison in the middle of Russia to kill some random fucking guy. And then the guy looks at him and says, the hunter's a myth, blah, blah, blah. And then Craven proceeds to tell him that every myth has an ounce of truth and that he hunts bad people. And I rolled my eyes so fucking hard at the screen as he proceeds to stab everyone with a tiger's tooth and then escape. Yeah. But go ahead.
I found one thing out about the Craven movie, and so apparently at the very end,
oh, good.
Craven is making a list of people to kill. And do you know who he puts last?
Spider-Man.
Null.
How does...
Well,
and that'll never happen now, at least. So,
what are you talking about?
So
Dr. Michael
Craven's-
Morbius.
so Craven, from its early reviews, is already at like a 13%. Because it's apparently worse than Madam Web, which that's a fucking accomplishment in itself. But yeah, they've done so poorly that it took Sony all these years and 6 movies, ruining various different fucking characters, to realize the movies aren't good and they're not going to continue to make them. And it only took them this fucking long to make that conclusion.
I mean, yes. Listen. I think that we had fun with Venom, and had fun with Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, and we had fun with Venom: The Last Dance. I think we all had a little bit of fun with it. I think we enjoy making fun of Morbius. I think Jared's the only one that's watched Madam Web all the way through.
I've never even started it.
I don't remember anything about it because it's just that fucking bad.
Except for they were studying spiders with her parents in the Amazon before they died.
Fucking dumb story.
And so it's fine. And I think is there another one? I think we're gonna have a good time with Craven. I think
No,
probably.
that was it.
I think I'm gonna enjoy watching Aaron Taylor Johnson rip people to shreds. Apparently, but it is. They had so much potential, and it could have been so good. But because Sony didn't want to Marvel, like we got so many half-baked ideas. For God's sakes, Matt Smith dancing to have sex.
Success.
Like that was 2.5 minutes of my life every time we watch that I will never get back. That shouldn't have been in that movie.
He puts his tie on twice. That's my favorite part.
He does put his tie on twice. It's the same fucking tie.
I have what I'm looking at on my phone. I'm looking at Rotten Tomato reviews for Craven the Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah, they updated it all because when it first early released, they were at like a 13,
It's at 14.
like 50 reviews. They went up.
Here is my favorite one of my favorite ones so far, from David Fear of the Rolling Stone. We don't know whether Craven the Hunter is truly the final blow of the SSMU. It is undoubtedly a self-inflicted kill shot.
Yep.
So they Kurt Cobain themselves.
Or this one's the first one. Peter Howell from Toronto Star. Craven the Hunter is a terrible movie, but you almost feel sorry for it.
Oh no!
Let's see. There's a. Okay, let's see. The real tragedy surround Bill Bria, the rap. The real tragedy surrounding Craven the Hunter isn't that it promises a future that will never be, but that it could have allowed itself to be the universe to which it belongs to go out with some dignity.
Oh, that's
Ouch.
rough. That hurts. That's rough.
David,
Again,
last one.
You go ahead.
David Elrich, IndieWire. The CGI devolves from adorably cartoonish to done as cheaply as possible by a studio trying to cut his losses so fast that it comes dangerously close to the Scorpion King territory by the end.
Oh,
That's a
See
deep
this
hole.
movie.
That's a deep hole.
Like, Madam Web sounded bad and boring, and that's a bad movie.
Yes.
That's a 0 on the scale. Craven sounds like it's bad but funny, like Morbius.
Maybe you know. Just,
Again,
I want to reiterate that 100 and some odd episodes ago, I pitched my Sonyverse to do the Sinister Six, and I think it would be absolutely amazing. And in that series, I did make Craven the Hunter the anti-hero going after the Sinister Six, who were all based
I think they took your idea.
They did. They stole your idea.
But they didn't do it
they
well.
really did.
They just made some random ass people.
Mike, do you not know?
What?
Spider-Man 2, the video game, does that. They took your idea.
Really?
Yeah, Craven the Hunter hunts down the Sinister Six.
I need to consult my lawyers for a minute because guys, we need to get bigger as a podcast because I have ideas and people are making money off of my ideas. And this is the third time this fucking shit has happened. And it's really pissing me off.
See, I feel like Craven in the second Spider-Man game does it because they're all animal-based, though, and it's not
That's
just
what I
because
wanted.
they're
That's what I
bad
had.
guys.
I didn't even have Green Goblin in my Sinister Six when we went through it. He was just like the cohort behind everything. Like he was just the mastermind. Like I'm kind of upset now, guys. I'm a little bit sad.
I saw Willem Dafoe said he's open to returning for the for a future Spider-Man thing.
No.
Because apparently MCU approached him about like, hey, what if we wanted to bring back Green Goblin for like whatever reason? And apparently he's really open to it because he really loves doing the character. So he was very much like, if you want me to do it, I will gladly fucking suit up again.
That's nice.
That is nice.
So that was the thing that came out.
I just because we're talking about it, I thought if I can make something really shitty, where do I go?
Yeah. AI.
ChatGPT, correct.
Yeah.
Here are the characters for the Sinister Six movie with Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Okay.
So we have Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield,
Yep.
obviously.
Yep.
The Green Goblin,
I don't agree with that, but it's fine.
Electro.
Again, that's not
We have Paul Giamatti's the Rhino.
the best Rhino. The good Rhino.
Hey, you haven't seen the one in Craven.
Vulture, played by Michael Keaton.
Sure. So we're just rehashing shit.
Craven the Hunter.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Negative, who does not appear in any of these.
How is that? I don't. That's so
Wait.
incorrect.
ChatGPT is so awful. So allies, you have Black Cat, Felicia Harding, who they cast as Ana de Armas.
Yep.
Good casting.
Very good casting on that.
And then Aunt May's legacy, through letters she left behind. Andrew Garfield's Aunt May ain't dead.
No.
She's
Sure
very
isn't.
much alive. Marissa Tomei is the one who got fucking nuked.
Can I get Spider-Man? Can I get Tom Holland's Sinister Six to see if it's any different?
Okay. Now make a different one with Tom Holland.
Spider-Man. Spooderman.
I was Rose Spooderman.
Spooderman.
All right. It's got to fucking talk. Is doing the plot summary. Characters: Tom Holland. Sinister Six. We have Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe.
Damn it.
Scorpion.
Okay. I'm good. One.
Finally. Okay.
Vulture.
2.
Shocker.
Yeah, sure. 3.
Mysterio. And then Aaron Taylor Johnson's Craven the Hunter.
What?
Craven the Hunter from Aaron Taylor Johnson again.
ChatGPT sucks.
With the allies being Daredevil, MJ, and Ned.
So it's just taking shit out of whole cloth. Can you just do write me a brand new Spider-Man Sinister Six movie without any of the prior Spider-Mans? I want to see, because again, also real quick, none of those have 6 sinister characters. I want to they get 4 and then we're done.
That's
not any better. Like this is gonna be sad, isn't it? I'm gonna get sad, aren't I? I'm gonna be sad.
I mean, before that, I'm gonna do, because it's only fair to do Tobey Maguire.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Do an original one.
I already know which one. I already know one of the characters they're gonna fucking.
Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin. Fucking James Franco as the Hobgoblin.
Dr. Octopus.
God, yeah, okay. That's different, but I'll take it.
Oh, we have a new cast. Craven the Hunter.
Yeah.
Javier Bardem.
Oh my God.
I would actually.
That would have been good.
I'm okay with that. Like, that's actually off.
I gotta
elaborate further, please.
Yeah, just 1 second. I need to make sure that I get this right guy. Yeah, okay. They have Electro.
Yep.
It's played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
Who is?
He is Black Manta.
Oh, Black Manta. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have the Lizard, Kurt Connors, Reese Infos, even though that wasn't the Kurt Connors of the Tobey Maguire universe.
It's fair.
And Bryan Cranston as the Vulture.
I'm fine with that casting, actually.
That all sounds like what Tobey Maguire's would have been.
that is exactly what sounds like what Spider-Man 4 would have been. Not gonna lie.
All right, and now for the original one.
Surprised they didn't go with the Bruce Campbell Mysterio getting thrown in there.
See, I was waiting for that one too, but I think that was going to be the 5th movie, right? That's after the Sinister Six, when there's a power void because of all the villains being gone.
So the
That's
original
fine.
one with no other prior Spider-Man.
Yep.
Green Goblin, Doctor Octopus, Kraven the Hunter, Electro, Scorpion, and the Vulture.
It's just gonna keep
Yeah,
recycling.
I can't. Why is Craven the Hunter part of the Sinister Six? It just, I get why. Okay, I'm not saying why, but like, oh god, that's a bad reaction, Anthony.
Oh god, I got
Yeah.
lightheaded.
You can't see that, but Anthony just
Oh.
expelled all of the oxygen from his body laughing.
I asked because it just gave me the characters. I'm like, can you cast these people?
Oh fuck.
Peter Parker / Spider-Man. It's our boy. It's the Oddcast best boy. Who's our best boy, Mike?
Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet.
Fucking it, god damn it. Fuck me. Let me figure out if I can figure out the rest of these. So Timothy Chalamet is Spider-Man, which is okay. So who's the next one I'm gonna guess?
We'll go J. Jonah Jameson.
Okay, is that just
It's not. It's a new
JK?
one.
Oh fuck. Okay, do I know anything he's been in?
Yes.
Okay. Cartoon or live action?
Live action.
Movie or TV show?
TV show. 2 different TV shows, I would say.
2 different. Is it Bryan Cranston?
It is Bryan Cranston.
Damn it. Christ almighty.
I can see him being Jameson.
It's an odd pick, but I could see it. It's a deep Walter White cut. Sure.
Ooh, these are some interesting Sinister Six. So
Okay.
we have our Green Goblin.
Okay.
Of course.
Do I know what he's been in?
Yes.
Movie or TV show?
Multiple movies.
Multiple movies. What genre?
Yes.
Is it Jack Sparrow?
It is
Or
not.
is Johnny Depp? I mean, sorry, Johnny Depp.
It is not Johnny Depp.
Okay.
He recently had a movie that was very, very popular. By Christopher Nolan.
Is it? Oh, it's
Oh,
the guy from Oppenheimer. The
Yes. Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy. That's actually
yeah, thank you.
a very interesting choice, but I'm okay with it.
That is an interesting one.
Next we have Mark Strong. Sorry, I read that backwards. We
You
have
did.
Dr. Octopus, Mark Strong.
Mark Strong. I would rather that be reprised by
They say
can't think of his name.
Alfred
but
Mulaney.
yes.
They say
Yes.
Mark brings gravitas and intelligence.
I agree.
We have
I love Mark Strong.
Craven the Hunter,
Okay.
who you know him, you love him.
Oh, it's hang on. Nicolas Cage.
No, it's Javier Bardem again.
Oh, okay.
Stelios Contos himself.
Stelios.
We have Electro.
Okay. Is it Jamie Foxx again?
It is not. These are all new actors.
Okay.
All right.
What has he been in? What movie? A recent movie he's been in?
Star Wars.
Is he? Is it?
Which Star Wars?
No, it doesn't matter. Hang on. Is it? Yeah, TV show or movie?
Movie.
So it's Adam Driver.
No. John
Oh,
Boyega.
I don't see that.
I don't either.
I don't like that
See,
casting.
I
It seems racist.
was about to say they keep casting. Now, there's nothing wrong with keep casting black actors, African American actors as
Yeah,
just
Anthony's
one-
anti-black.
No. Why are we just only? Why can black people only be Electro?
Right. No, I get what you're
That's
saying.
what I'm
It's fine.
saying. Like they can be anyone.
Well-
Scorpion.
Okay, so recent movie he's been in or TV show.
I think it would give it away. He's a
Okay.
very popular Hispanic actor.
Danny Trejo.
No,
Okay.
slightly younger.
The George Lopez.
Hey,
Hey.
Spidey!
All my friends. No. Okay, so is it very popular in TV show or movie?
Yes. I would say
Okay.
that this might be the most popular Hispanic person of our day right now.
Hang on. God damn it. Of our
Yep.
day.
He has been in a lot of popular movies, a lot of
Okay.
popular shows.
Okay. Is he a superhero currently?
No. Well, not currently, but in the future.
Hang on. Not me frantically
It's
googling.
pretty
his name.
fantastic.
Oh, it's Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
There you go. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that one. That's a pretty good one.
That would be. And then we have our Vulture.
Okay, which is Bryan Cranston.
No, again, these
And
are
that
all
was Jake. Okay. Okay, so what is a movie or TV show?
movie. I can think of
Okay,
2 movies this guy's been in,
Okay.
which is not very good on me.
No. What genre of movies are the 2 that he's been in that we might know him in?
Tarantino.
Animated. Clint Eastwood?
No.
I'm being good, Joe Jameson. Tommy Lee Jones?
No. I'll say he's
Younger?
no, he's not younger. I think he's in his late 40s, early 50s.
Matthew McConaughey.
No.
I'm not gonna get this one.
All right.
Jared, what are 2 good Quentin Tarantino
God.
movies?
I mean, I enjoy a lot of them. Fuck. Pulp Fiction.
Sam Jackson?
Reservoir Dogs.
Wow, you picked the 2 that this guy is in. It's Christoph Waltz.
Oh, so you're saying like Inglourious Bastards or like Django Unchained kind of thing? Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. And of course, they have
Hmm.
they have a cameo and a post-credit scene actor too.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, we have our Miles Morales,
Okay. Played by
Caleb McLaughlin.
is that Kyle MacLachlan's long lost black son.
Now it's the guy from Stranger Things.
Oh, not
Okay.
entirely wrong.
And then we have shadowy figure.
Okay, played by Josh Brolin.
No, played by Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio? Who's he supposed to be?
I'm gonna assume that they're gonna say like, oh, it's gonna be the Kingpin.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But it's so dumb. Such wasted potential.
Agreed.
Tad bit, yeah.
Ow. I dropped the pin on my dick.
He's hurting.
I like the
fucking.
I keep fucking gesturing to my laptop camera, even though there's a big fucking. I just want to. I gotta take a picture of this setup because it's too funny, and I have to share it, and I can't share it because it's on a camera. So let me take a picture of this.
Such a.
What?
It's just on the spray can. I didn't know. I didn't like any of the angles that I was getting. So now it's on a spray can bottle.
You're something special.
Uh,
You know that?
Yeah, it's my black. It's my black primer. I'm gonna send that to you, Jared.
So you're not racist.
No, I spray
Just
all my
sometimes.
minifigures black first. We're all black on the
Okay.
inside.
Well,
We're not.
no. We're. Before we end out, obviously everyone probably seen, but there is the 28 Years Later trailer that came out, which it has already been disproven that is not Cillian Murphy that was in the field. They've already gone ahead and said that is not who you thought it was, that's not his cameo.
What better way to throw people off than say it's not him, though? Right?
I cannot wait.
I did, like, me and Redacted sat down and watched it. We were both getting really excited. Mainly because we're very curious at how it evolved. because even he was sitting there being like, well, yeah, if it's a virus, it has to survive. And like being a rabies thing, it's eating off the brain. But if they're still alive, then they would have had to evolve somehow. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I cannot wait to go see it. I will have to reach out to Alex.
I'll go see it with you. I've watched the 28 days, or I've watched 28 days and 28 weeks, but
Yep.
like you can't stream either one of those like anywhere anymore.
Well, luckily for you, if you need a
You
refresher,
have
I
them?
have them on DVD.
I don't.
Oh,
That's where
it's-
the guy wakes up in a hospital, right? That's how it starts. Killian
Yeah,
Murphy
yep.
wakes up in a hospital. Yeah, then that's
full,
what I.
full wang.
Yeah. It's where the runners started coming in from the zombie movies, right? This is what introduced the run. Yeah, I've seen these movies.
Yeah.
Again, I don't mind horror. It's just not one of my favorites. I'll
Well,
go
yeah.
see.
But
movies
I don't
with
want
her.
to.
Like,
I don't want to talk to you where I force you to go see every horror movie with me.
I appreciate that. I do like
Oh,
sleeping
and,
at night, so.
if anyone out there is a fan of the Creep or Creep 2, Shudder started doing the Creep tapes, which are like just a bunch of tapes of other people he's killed and whatnot. They've been real fucked up, so if you're a fan of those, I would suggest that. The newest one here weirded me out just a bit. You met his mom. There's a reason he is the way he fucking is.
Creepy.
As long as there's no incest.
Yeah, you know. No, the first episode was really great. Because the first one got me because of how it when he got all the way to the end and he's like, yeah, we'll make our own movie, and he's like explaining to him exactly what's been happening of like, and then slowly he realizes that he's not just a recluse man, that he's actually a serial murderer and has been dropping hints the entire time.
Yep.
And then he like tells him the axe is fake. And then he's like, but he did only make you feel the handle, not the accent. Is it fake though? Cast of hears, is my hand bloody? Like, oh, my hand's not bloody, huh? And then his other hand shows blood, and it's like, oh, you weren't supposed to see that. And it's like, oh shit.
Oops.
But no, those have been fun. They're short, so you can go check that out if you want to, folks. My recommendations.
I have not seen the full episode, but the Warhammer action scene in the Lost Levels made me so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Creature Commandos, having so much fun. I told you both that when Keep Wearing Purple or Start Wearing Purple started playing, I got so fucking jazzed for that because that is just deep nostalgia for me from college. I have not watched the third episode, but I've seen all the spoilers, and I'm really enjoying the voice of Frank, who is David Harbour. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so good. This is such a good series. Like, I trust James Gunn with my life now.
Anthony, did you end up watching Red One?
No, I think Heather wants to watch it, so I was going to watch it with her.
Can't believe it's already streaming.
I can.
Yeah, same, I guess. You're right.
People said it was really bad. Like, I watched it the other night, and like by the end of it, I was like, I've seen worse.
It is not bad. It just has no soul for a Christmas movie.
You
get right. Like, it is.
I don't know. Like, I watched it and I was like, I've seen way fucking worse Santa movies. This isn't the worst fucking thing they could have done.
Which, coming from Jared, that's a huge compliment.
Yeah, that is such a big thing. Like, apparently we should have seen this
interesting
in
ideas.
I think we could still see it in theaters.
Although it did have a secret organization, and I went, my name was better though.
Is it an organization without a cool acronym?
It does have an acronym, but like
it's the ELF, right?
As it came up, I just went, I like mine better. I think it's Mona or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
But no, I didn't think Red One was awful. I don't know.
We are the cool other kids club.
No.
I shouldn't have said kids. The joke was cock. Not even funny now.
Well, now you're putting things out there. So
Yeah. Also, I found out, just to end out, my brain don't work.
Yeah, Anthony's
well, we all
broken.
So I ripped on the Tatiana really hard about this, but apparently I also have the thing where I can't picture things in my brain.
Aphantasia.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. I don't see things.
He understands the concept, but he does not see
Oh
things.
God.
Yeah, when Heather
That
said
explains so much.
when Heather
Right?
said that she has a movie screen in her head where she can see things, I'm like, I don't have that.
Why he
So
doesn't
you
like
don't
reading
have
fiction.
so you don't have an inner voice to help you with
No,
reading.
I have an inner voice. I just don't have an inner picture.
Your brain is broken beyond any kind of repairing.
It's
Yes.
crazy. But that I figured out that's why I hate reading, because I'm just looking at words.
Yeah, you're not enjoying it. That's why you don't like
It's
fiction,
so
because it doesn't make sense.
I'm just like,
You can't see the masculine dragonborn
You
taking.
poor bastard.
no, like I get the idea of it, I get the concept of
Nope.
it, but I don't physically see it.
Oh. We do. I do have a new thing about Redacted, and I make
Okay.
fun of him for it because he made me. Well, he didn't really make me, but he just put on a show, and I was like,
he's
all
got
right,
a
fuck it, I'll watch it. with
Burn
you."
scars.
He's
got
a
a husband.
furry.
Oh, of course he is.
And with
He was watching Beastars on Netflix,
Oh,
and he was sitting there
Beastars, that's not
explaining
furry.
it, and I'm like, so you watched a rabbit person just fuck a bunch of other animal people? You got something you want to say? So I made fun of him for that one. So that's going to be my going forward, is that he's secretly a furry. He just won't admit it.
I mean,
Fine.
I gotta turn down the brightness again.
Yeah, turn on the brightness, asshole.
Who wouldn't want to fuck that guy?
Me. And that's saying a lot, if we're being honest. Yeah.
Just look at that.
Oh.
Don't you just want to put
No.
one in each of them?
No.
No, I don't.
I don't like this
He- like-
framing.
Yeah.
He was watching the final season there, and I was like, well, we only get a couple hours to hang out. Like, I'll watch it with you. And then he made me mad because it ended on a fucking cliffhanger, and we both were screaming, and then looked it up, and it's like, yeah, there will be like a couple more episodes that come out at some point later.
Yeah,
And it was like,
eventually when they're animated.
fucking doing this. Because Cobra Kai did the same fucking thing where they're like, final season. Just kidding. We're going to end on a cliffhanger. We'll get you a couple episodes.
Get you the
left.
manga. Sorry,
Yep.
Jared, did you know that?
No, I probably didn't.
Actually, not did you know? I have a question. Do you get Amazon out there?
We have Amazon Prime on like TV wise. I don't know about.
That's
I
not
haven't
what it was.
ordered anything, but
Yeah. You should figure that out because eventually we'll want to buy stuff for you and send it to Guam.
Yep.
And I don't have to go to the post
That's
office
fair.
every time I want to send something to Guam. At Redacted
I mean,
address,
I would
Redacted City.
assume so. Oh yeah, I think I have to update that too, possibly, because I think the one I left you was just like the street name, but they technically changed all of that, so I had to like change a bunch of things on things that I had to do. It's real dumb. Also, have you ever in your life had
No.
to fill something out and it asks you not the county, but the region?
No, I live in America.
That was a new question I had to figure out when I was putting in old addresses and things. And it's like, yeah, what region though? And I had to sit there and go, what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck does that mean? And it like lists the cities nearest where that place is. And I had to try to piece together what was the closest, because they go by like, because here it's all divided into like tribe places and whatnot. So it's like you have like Telefofo and then Epon. Like there's different things like that. But it's all broken down by that. So they do the same thing for over there. So like Battle Creek is Battle Creek, blah, blah, blah. But then you also have to say region Battle Creek.
Interesting.
It's real strange. Yeah, it's real strange.
Well, with that, any guys have anything else?
Speed limit's only 35.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. It's real weird. Real weird getting used to some things.
That's
Yep.
slower than the speed limit in Hastings.
Yeah. At max, it's 35 anywhere on the island.
Well, eventually you'll be able to run that, so.
Yeah, I've been working out, trying to lose weight with how much I sweat and then working out in the mornings, I have to because there's too much fucking food.
Yeah, you're not living in Battle Creek anymore. You can go for a walk.
Well, we have to lock the doors at night.
I would
don't know
hope you
about
lock
that.
the doors anyway. Christ. For fuck's sake. God, fuck. I love
lock
you,
my
Jared.
doors.
But like, you're gonna end up dead, aren't you? Not by any of your own means, just by the sheer dumbassery.
It
that
is no longer
you.
my responsibility to tell Brian, so go ahead and die.
Quit giving away segments of our tell-all expose, Anthony.
Yeah, that's for next week.
That's for 3 weeks from now. Let's see, next Friday. We'll see if we record next Friday. I might have something going on. You guys can, but I might be away from the computer. But again, this is probably going to be our typical record schedule. So I don't know when Jared will throw it up, if he'll still do it on Mondays, the following after we record, give him a little time to edit and do some things, or if he'll throw it up the night of. So either way, we're back.
We're
back on
is
a
Monday or our Monday?
Yeah. We're Sunday night, Monday morning. We're on a much more regular broadcast schedule now. So we're back in the saddle again, as it were. And yeah, it's been fun. It's been good catching up with you both, and I'm glad to be back, because I was talking to Anthony, and I told him, like, yeah, I kind of miss just talking nerd shit. So
Yes, I missed my boys.